James Smart Manufacturing post 1912, after James Smart Manufacturing joined forces with Canada Foundries and Forgings. These are part of the Endurance series. That's what the series of pieces were called. And there was griddles, there was pots, there was Dutch ovens, whatever have you. And they all carried his logo. We will see differences in logos, the G itself, the shape and the font, slight differences. I assume that there's going to be a way to date these, but we got to sit down at some point and go through them all. It's kind of like Finlay. Finlay changed their logos over the years. This is a wooden handle skillet. The wood is in really good shape. It's just dirty. It needs to be cleaned, and I'm not going to worry about it because I like my iron antique looking. But there's no finish on this. It was just bare wood. The surface is incredible. I mean, James Smart did a very, very good job of polishing. You'll find some of these were just ground, and then some are ground and polished. This was ground and polished, so the cooking surface itself is incredibly smooth. It's like butter, and they take the seasoning very well. This one is not particularly well seasoned because I haven't used it in quite a while. I think I'm going to strip this one and use it as a showcase for another video on seasoning. The next one is the Smurfs with an S, and I assume that these were made by Smurfs for Smurfs, not for Canada Foundries and Forgings. It's got the small diamond G right here, Smurfs logo, and this is currently number 9. Now Finlay in later years bought the patterns and tools from Smurfs to make these pieces, and they actually jobbed for Smurfs. So when Smurfs closed in 1965, you'll see the Finlay ghost marks. So this handle itself seemed to have appeared in the late 20s and early 30s, so I assume that's where the dating of these come in. But you'll see them on McLary's, you'll see them on, or not McLary's, but GSW, you'll see them on Finlay. And it's the same typical handle style, not quite the same. Again, the cooking surface on these, this is ground and polished. The cooking surface is amazing. There's one little pit here, I assume that's a factory flaw. But yeah, these these Smart skillets will rival anything out there for cooking purposes. And a word to collectors that are cleaning their iron with harsh methods like using wire wheels or grinders or sandblasting and whatnot. This is the finish that collectors want. When a piece is ground and polished, this is what they want to see. This is what they want to buy. When you take a grinder or a wire wheel or even sandblasting to a surface, it's noticeable. It changes the foundry surface, the ground surface and polished surface, and you'll never get that surface back. So typically when you're cleaning, you really want to use non-destructive means like using lye or electrolysis and keep the foundry surface the way it was, because that's the way collectors want it. Now some people argue it's my iron, you can do what you want with it. Yeah, you can. But just understand, I mean, collector value aside, if you turn around and take a 100-year-old piece or a piece that's 150 years old, you grind it or wire wheel it or sandblast it, you've just destroyed a piece of history as well. Okay? So that's just my own thoughts. This is the Smurfs post 1912. I will do another video on Smurfs prior to 1912, and I'll get into pieces that were even older than that predate 1885. I don't have any personally, but I can find some pictures of them and we'll showcase them. Have a good night.